Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you what I bought at Miss A. And it is a dollar store at the mall. At least that's where I found this one. I had never heard of it, but yeah, that's what I found. I was so excited to go in. I thought it was going to be like that regular dollar store where they sell a variety of stuff, but it's mostly makeup. And once I went in and saw that it was mostly makeup, I was so freaking excited. Now, I've had a rough morning today. It's only like 8 a.m. and parenting sucks sometimes. But that's what it is. It is what it is, right? So I am doing this video because that is what brings me to my happy place. Making videos. It's an outlet for me. Alright, so I'm gonna start applying stuff and I'm gonna show you what it is because I bought like everything for the face to do like a full face of makeup. And the first thing that I bought is the AOA Clean Slate Primer. And this is just like a face primer to put it underneath the makeup. Now, all this stuff from the brand AOA is supposed to be cruelty free. That's what it says in the back. And they also say that it helps like something about animals. But I'll read it to you right now. Hold on. Oh, my face is getting red. It says Clean Slate is lightweight and melts right into your skin, leaving it silky smooth while extending makeup wear. And it does have the cruelty-free little tag on it. I know that one of these, oh yeah, it says part of proceeds protect animals against abuse. So yeah, that's what it says. Alrighty, so I think the bottom part I barely got any on. It looks like this. It's not runny. I would say it's like a lightweight cream. Alrighty. So I put that on already. My face gets red whenever I put that on. Alright. When I put anything on. Okay, so the next thing is gonna be the foundation. And I actually originally, because I went twice, originally I had bought two foundations, which is the AOA A+ Buildable Satin Foundation, which is this one. And I had bought the AOA Studio Pro Wear Foundation in full coverage, which is this one right here. Now, I tried both of them and this one is way too dark for me. So I ended up using this one, which is still a tad too dark for me, but it was closer than this one. They don't have a big shade range. I feel like it's mostly like dark shades what they sell, and they have like 3 that are lighter and then the rest are like much darker than me. So yeah, that's what it is. When I tried it, see, I'm not gonna be trying this one today just because it's too dark, but when I tried this, I was in love. Like I usually wear like medium coverage foundations, and I just love this. So I went back and I purchased the lightest shade. This is actually not the lightest shade. There's one more that's lighter than this one, but this is the one that goes next. And as you can see, that's like a huge difference. It's a huge difference. This is too light for me. I tried it on and it's too light for me. So this one is tad too dark, and this one is not just a tad too light. This is way light. All right, so I decided to mix the two. Now it says to shake well, so I am shaking. By the way, right now I am in my bathroom. I never film in my bathroom, but today I just decided to do it because I actually put new light bulbs in, and they're the daylight ones, so it's not yellowish anymore. And I think that since it has 4 bulbs, it's a little lighter than being in my bedroom. So yeah, I have like that beach theme going on, as you can see. Seashells, starfish, stuff like that. My son ripped out the towel bar. I even have like a little sailing boat. By the way, that sailboat is it was a Christmas decoration for like the Christmas nautical theme, I guess. Like it was supposed to be for a Christmas tree. And so after Christmas passed, I got it really cheap instead of just going out to buy like a little boat. All right, so I am going to be putting this on. Now this, I'm gonna be putting on with a sponge. I wanna show you what it looks like. It is actually quite thick. Like this isn't moving. So that's good. That is a lot of makeup. But yeah, this is what it looks like. I am going to apply just a tiny little bit of this one, just because I don't want it to be too light. So yeah, I added just a little bit, see? And now I'm gonna mix the two and put them on my face. I'm sure there's a better way of doing this, but I don't know. See, that's what it looks like. Alright, so I'm applying it on my face. And I'm not doing it with a brush just because I never use a brush, like ever, to apply makeup, just because I feel like it looks makeup-y. This might be too much. So I'm using the Real Technique sponge, and I did wet it, so it's damp. I hope it isn't too light. I barely put the other one on. Oh, this is too light. Ooh, no. It's too yellow. I don't know if it's too light, it's too yellow, I don't know. What I want to do is add, I think this is too light. I don't know if it's too light or too yellow. I'm not sure. I did not buy any eyebrow product, so I'm going to be using the one I always use. I'll be right back. Alright, so I used this right here, which is the Rimmel Brow This Way, kind of like eyebrow kit, and this is the shade dark brown. This is usually the one that I wear whenever I do YouTube, just because it's actually like noticeable in the camera. But on my normal day-to-day makeup application, this is not what I use, because in person, like, it's very bold, and I like to go like a little more natural on my eyebrows. So yeah, that's not usually what I wear. I usually just use a pencil. But if I use the pencil for YouTube, you will barely see my eyebrows, and that is the reason why I don't use just a regular pencil. I have before. Okay, so the next thing that I got, and this one I am in love with it. Like, I love it. I love it, and it's the new concealer SS Super Smooth from Santee, and it's this one right here. Now, I'll tell you something. I've been using, I'm taking it out, see? That's how much you get. And I love this because I feel like I can use it as a color corrector, I can use it as a concealer, or I can use it contour, like for contouring. It is so like soft and like smooth, and I am in love with this thing. Like, I use it all the time. So yeah, I don't like, I think out of everything that I got there, this is like a must. I love this. If you can find it in your shade, you need it. So I am going to apply it right here. I usually don't like doing like too much. I usually will do just like this, right? But today I'm gonna be using a little bit more. The other thing that I use it for is like for priming my eyelids for for, what do you think? For eyeshadow, just because it is a nice base. So I love this thing. I think it's so good. Let me put it on my eyelids. And this is like my go-to, especially when I do like the videos for eyeshadows, that I do like eyeshadow looks. It used to be the one from Pixi, the Pixi color corrector. But this, I find that it's a lot more practical just because it's in like a stick form and it is the right shade for what I needed. So I love it. I love it. I gotta say that is something that I love. The other thing that I do is to kind of like highlight like this cheek area right here. So especially if I'm wearing like a foundation that's matte or something like that, I usually also like do a little bit right here, and that kind of like just like brings like a subtle highlight to that area. And so yeah, I guess that's contouring, right? That's what contouring is about. Like creating like shadows and highlights and stuff like that. So I also bought the same thing but in a darker shade, and this is the first time I'm trying it, so I hope it works. Just to kind of like contour this area right here, which on me, like it's already like a little bit darker, just because I have a lot of hair in that area and I have black hair. So it's a little bit darker, so it's like a natural contour. But I decided to get this one just to see what it will look like, just because it's so creamy, you know? I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but I don't think it's working. I think that's the whole idea, right? Let's add it right here so this doesn't feel highlighted like my double chin. All right, so what else? I never do this area right here in bronzer or like contour, nothing like that, just because I have a very short forehead already, and doing that will make it look a little bit shorter than that. So yeah, I will use it for that. Okay, so the next thing that I bought is some eyeshadows. It's an eyeshadow little palette. It's a quad, and it says for eyeshadow from Santee. And it does have 3 shimmers and 1 matte. So we'll see how that works. I'll also show you right now also the brushes, and I bought 2 brushes, the AOA Studio E124 and the AOA Studio F16. And remember, I've been saying, if you watch all my other videos, I've been saying a lot that I need a pencil brush. So that's what this is. And this other one is like a little bit flatter. It's like flat and then it's like small. So I'm thinking kind of like for this area right here for like that highlighter. And this one, I really like using the pencil brush like for my lower lash line. I am gonna go back and get more brushes because these brushes are so nice. Like I love these brushes. And yeah, I need to get something like in this shape right here, which is like for all over the eyelid, because those are the ones that I use the most, that cover like a bigger area. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be getting next. But right now I'm gonna be using this right here, and I'm gonna start out with that terracotta sort of color, and there's no fallout, but I'm still gonna tap it because you never know. All right, so I'm gonna be using this mirror right here. This is actually from Daiso. going on really nice. They don't have like a big selection of eyeshadows. That is something that I noticed. It's like their selection of eyeshadows is lacking. But I think I saw like bigger palettes. Of course, they're not like $1. But I did see some bigger palettes, like kind of like away from people, like more like up there. But I decided just to get something small just to try it out. And they have different brands. Like I've been showing you, they have the AOA, and then they have the Santee. They also have Amuse. Alrighty. So this is that. Okay. I think I could go like, I could build it. Let's see. Let's try to build it. Because some people might want to build it up just to get it like darker and more noticeable. Like when I see myself in person, it's actually like darker than it looks like on camera. So just keep that in mind. The camera kind of washes out everything. And I'm not getting fallout, so that's good. Okay, so now I'm gonna use, let's see. I'm gonna use the this kind of champagne-y color on my eyelids. And we'll see if this actually like shows up. Not really. I feel like those are always, like those shimmers are always better with the finger. So that's what I'm doing right now. Adding it with my finger. Then I'm gonna use that little flat brush to add the pink shade right here. Could barely see it. In person, you could definitely see it. The camera is not picking up on it that well. But yeah, in person, you can see it. All right, so now I am going to add the turquoise color, the turquoise shade with the pencil brush. And I am going to add that. Where am I gonna add that? I'm gonna add it to my lash line, like on the top and on the bottom. So I'm also gonna be using a, you see, so since this is a shimmer, it's barely noticeable. You can see it, but it's not like completely like noticeable. So I think I'm gonna be using some setting spray on. I'm gonna spritz it just to see if that helps. Hold on a second. Let me go and spritz it, and let me go bring the setting spray. Like we're remodeling the bathroom, and all my makeup that used to be on my counter, it's all over the place. So I'm trying to find it. Cannot find my setting spray. So I'm just kind of like wetting it a little bit because who knows where my setting spray is. Like I said, we're like remodeling the bathroom and things just disappeared. But you just adding water makes a big difference, so. You see the difference that water makes? Alrighty. So I'm also going to add it, like I said, to my bottom lash line. Okay, so I added it to the bottom. I think this is as dark as it's gonna get, but it does bring like a tiny little pop of color. Not the best eyeshadows, but that's what they have there. Now that's Santee. I would love to try AOA, and that's what I was trying to look for, like AOA, just because I felt like their quality is a little bit better with stuff. But I just couldn't find anything, so that's what I got. Now I am going to try this right here, and it's the waterproof matte eyeliner, and this is from She Makeup, also from Miss A. Yeah, everything else that I'm using is from Miss A. Basically everything I've used is from Miss A except for this brush, which is from Wet n Wild, and the eyebrow product. Okay, so this is, it looks like this, and it is a liquid eyeliner. Now it is like felt tip. It's like a felt tip that looks like that, and I've been looking for like a felt tip just because I feel like I can have more control over it instead of like the brush tip. So we'll see. I'm not really good at doing my liquid eyeliner, so bear with me. I'm actually pretty bad at it. By the way, I'm not trying to do a cat eye, I'm just lining them. Okay. So yeah, it brings very little product. Now it is wet, but it brings very little product. This is what it looks like. It has like a sticker on it. So it's just like a sticker that says waterproof She Makeup matte eyeliner. It has 4 grams of product. So now I'm gonna try out their mascara, and it's the AOA Fat Lash Mascara. And it looks like this. So it is one of these type of spoolies. I don't like doing my bottom lashes. I just feel like whenever like you line your bottom lash line, especially like with black, I feel like it closes off the eye. But then when you leave it like that, like with like not much on, then it kind of opens up your eyes. So that's what I like about it. Now, not every look is gonna be like that. Like I do put some bottom eyeliner sometimes, but it's rare. All right, now I am going to go on and use the blush. So I got this blush, and it's from the brand Santee, and it just says Sunshine Collection Blush Duo, and it looks like this right here. Let me put it on the back of my hand so you can see what it looks like. It looks like that. I feel like this one this peach one, it's not very noticeable, at all. Like, I don't even know. Even on lighter people, I mean, you would have to be the lightest of the lightest for that thing to show up. So I am going to kind of grab both of them and see where that takes me. You can see it. They did have different color combos, so but that's what I got. This is the one I got, but yeah, they do have different color combos. So that's that. All right, and the last but not least, lipstick. Okay, so when I first went there, what I picked up was this Amuse Cosmetics. It says lip gloss on it. It says matte lip gloss. And then I went back and I picked up the Amuse Cosmetics. It doesn't say anything, it just says lip. It's a lipstick, but it's actually a creamy tube of lipstick, and it looks like this. You have to kind of like apply it really quick, otherwise it dries and then you mess up your look. You see, I don't normally wear liquid lipsticks, but I feel like this one dries really, really quick. Patchy or no, it's like patchy, not streaky. There are areas that look more saturated than others. So yeah, like this area right here looks a little bit darker. This one looks a little bit lighter. So I don't know. So I'm gonna try it on my hand to see if it transfers. Nothing. Nothing. It doesn't transfer at all. For being this dark, like, it's pretty good that it doesn't transfer, but I do feel, look, I feel like there are parts that look darker than others, so that's not something I like. All right, so now I'm gonna take this one off, and I am going to try out this other one that I got on my second trip to Miss A. I hope I don't mess up the rest of my makeup, and I don't know where I put my makeup wipes. All right, so I took it off, and now I'm gonna try this lipstick right here. So this is feeling more like a lip balm than a lipstick. It's not very pigmented. I don't know if it's just like the shade, but it is feeling a lot like a lip balm, so keep that in mind. Okay, so I think that is it. I don't want to put any setting powder just because I feel like it's already very much set, my makeup, and I don't want to alter the finish. So afterwards I will put setting powder. After this I will put setting powder, but right now I am not, just because, like I said, I don't want to alter the finish. I did not get a highlighter, but I feel that after using that concealer, it kind of like highlights a little bit like of the high points you see right there. Plus I feel like the foundation is not totally matte. It's kind of a little bit radiant. Like, you could tell in the light that it's a tiny little bit radiant. So I'm not going to be using a highlighter. So yeah, this is the full face of Miss A. and this is what it looks like. All right, so I'm gonna be checking in with you later on today just to show you what it looks like later on. But I have tried it before and it actually has lasted the whole day. But I did have setting spray. Now I can't find my setting spray. So I am gonna be using setting powder and hopefully that helps. But before I show you that part, I am gonna talk to you about the products and I'm gonna tell you what I liked and what I did not like. So, let's see. This lipstick, I don't like. And you saw because it was kind of patchy was this one. And I don't know if it's because it's too dark. But at the same time, I'm like, well, it is like transfer proof, so that's good. My favorite has to be the concealer. I love the concealers. I just feel like they're so creamy, so easy to work with. You can see like even for contouring, they're pretty nice, and that's why I went back and picked up the darker shade. So I really like these concealers. I feel like at first they tend to crease, but then like if I pat it down, like the creasing goes away. And then it doesn't come back, because that's been my experience with them. It won't come back, so that's good. Now, what else? This lipstick that I'm wearing right now, it's really nice and it feels like a lip balm. It does not feel like a lipstick. So the liquid eyeliner, I like it just because I feel that the felt tip really gives it like more control. The only thing is that I feel it's really small, but again, it's $1, so you don't get much. Then the foundation, I love this foundation. I just wish that they made it in more shades because right now there isn't enough. I mean, I think all in all, it was like about 8 darker shades than me, and then like my shade or a little bit lighter, it was like 3, including my shade, which I couldn't find a perfect match for my shade, by the way. I do like the formula, so I'm gonna give it a thumbs up just because I love that formula. Now, if you match one of their shades, perfect, because that formula is really nice. But if not, then you're out of luck. All right, let me show you what this one looks like. Now, this is the other one that I did not try. It's this one right here, and it is very liquidy. It's a dropper. So it's very liquidy. I did try it. Yeah, I did try it on my face. Obviously, I tried it just to see what it looks like, but it's not my shade at all. It's like too dark and it's a little too yellow. So it might work for somebody else. It's called Natural Beige. Definitely does not look beige. All right. So that is it. I'm gonna catch up with you later. All right, so it's been about 13 hours since I first put on everything, and this is what it looks like. I think it still looks pretty good. There is an area right here where it's a little bit dry, and then like around here there's an area that's a little bit dry. But other than that, it looks pretty good. Even like down here where I put that turquoise color, it's not as noticeable anymore, but you can see the turquoise like on the top. And remember, I put that with water. It wasn't even with setting spray, but even like that, it's still there. The eyeliner is there, the mascara is there. It hasn't run at all. It's not oily, like not more than normal. It doesn't feel oily. It's just normal. It hasn't come off right here where my glasses go. You can see the indent from my glasses, but it hasn't come off. I was wearing a mask and I feel like it didn't come off. Like, I don't know. I don't think it has. So I'm happy with all these products, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.